Welcome to another Enjoying Art watercolor lesson. This month is our 5th anniversary for Enjoying Art community. This channel is all about learning how to draw and paint with relaxation. If this is the first time to our channel, please subscribe and turn on notification. See how we're going to use wet into wet to do the foundations of this painting. Going to start with the large brush. And I'm going to start using, see the Windsor Blue red shade and press the red color. Yeah, I'm recording. Gets the red color. And there's a little bit kind of purplish color, right? And if I'm probably going to use also the green shade blue color, so it's the purple color is not so clear, so not so bright. So I'm going to take a little red color here. A little bit more red. Okay, that looks like a little purple gray color in the middle over there. Right, that's good. And if you want it to be a little bit more gray, you probably add a little yellow color as well. So now I'm going to start from the top over here. I'm going to tap on it. I need to have a lots of color. Okay, so otherwise not enough water. So Michael, water is very important. And I'm going to put some color over here. It's really quick. Start over here and put the color over here in the middle and coming down. I'm going to think about have a little bit more red. Just mix as you go. And now over here a little bit lighter. So have a little water coming over here. Now coming down. And now I'm going to quickly have a little color a little bit lighter. But I have a little bit red and yellow color. You see under here in the middle of the page. Right? A little bit more like this color. And basically a little bit brighter. A little bit more like orange color. You see this color. But a little bit more red. Because when I paint, I use a lot of water. And so it's going to stay a little bit longer wet. Okay, like that. And now from here, I'm going to quickly start connect the color on the top. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit light color over here. You see that little light in the middle, like that. And I'm going to leave the gap over there. It looks like unintentional, but it's intentional. Like that. A little bit come up like this. Okay. Well, I'm leaving there's just the gap over there. Remember? Exactly. Well, here I'm gonna quickly add some color into it. I'm gonna just put the blue color. I'm gonna see the blue color over here. Little blue color mix into here because not really pure blue. So I'm gonna mix the color over here so that it have a little bit soft connection. Now seeing that? But making sure that is this area wet enough or is just not going to stay wet and then wait for you to coming back over here. And I'm going to have a little bit just water to make that a little bit lighter. And now connect the bottom over here. Now it's wet into wet, connect together. And if this is already dried, you can move the color. Okay, make it a little bit softer. Now coming down over here. And I'm going to have a little water back over here too. Okay. And now I'm going to come back to mix the a little bit red into here. Now connect this over. If you have a little bit smaller paper, it probably work a little bit easier. But if you have the paper a little bit larger, you need to manage too many spaces. But if you use a large brush, it probably okay, right? So you can have to move a little bit quicker, a little bit faster, going different spaces. And I'm going to have a little bit darker color over here too. So you don't know how it's going to look like after it dries. So you're just going to do the best you can through this process. I'm gonna have a little bit darker connected up there. Now at this point, I'm going to start coming down to the bottom, right? I'm going to get a little bit more red, a little bit more yellow, and really quickly I have to mix it right on the paper. Now over here I have a little bit this color too, but I also have a little bit more yellow color. Okay, like that, a little bit more yellow. Just tap on the yellow, like that. Let it act together. I'm gonna have a little bit blue color so that it look a little bit great over here, like this. It's good. And now this is on this cloud, but at the bottom of this, also see a little bit light brown, warm light brown color. I'm gonna connect that over here. You see that? This is the cloud. And get a little bit thinner coming down over here. And here you go. That's connected like that. And then at the bottom have some yellow color. So I'm gonna just take the yellow, right? I'm gonna just put the yellow over here. I want it to be pretty bright. Okay. I'm gonna move it a little bit higher. I'm gonna move that a little bit more. Just add the yellow color, move it in here. And then on this side, move it a little bit and let it connect it. That's okay. So we're gonna see how it looked like before we decide on what we're gonna do after it dries, right? And a little bit more yellow. I'm gonna just add the yellow here. I want the yellow connecting into this color. So you're gonna have this color and that color side by side. I'm gonna have this up a little bit, like that. And I want it a little bit more flat and the bottom over here. And now over here, I'm gonna move it a little bit higher and by lifting up the color. This is good to take a short break. Alright, the whole painting's already dry, so I'm going to start doing the adjustment. That means I'm going to use the large brush. I'm going to soften some areas and adjusting the color, changing, for example, this area, a little bit too much texture. I want it a little bit more subtle. So I'm going to just use the water. Just use this large brush softly. You don't want to over soften it. It's just probably good enough. Also on the bottom over here, I'm going to just use the side of this flat brush. I'm going to just, you see that? I'm going to lift up a little light shape. This brush has a very good lifting power. Like that, right? It's very beautiful. I'm going to keep it like that. On the top over here, I'm going to soften the edge over here. Somehow it has a little bit darker color on the edge. And also going to lift up a little color, a little area here, a little bit lighter. You see that? A little bit lighter. Just use the corner of the brush. Here you go. Now after this, I'm going to come back for the next layer by having, so I have a little bit blue color with the red. I have a little bit more red though. Here you go. I'm gonna have this color right over there. I'm gonna have a little bit over here. And I'm gonna get the blue color. I'm gonna clean my brush, just get the Pleasant blue or the Windsor blue green shade. I'm gonna put it right over here. Now this color will be softly connecting into that little bit gray color. I'm gonna move it up a little bit over here. I'm gonna come in over here, a little bit orange color like that, and coming over here, coming up, connect the color over there. Now you can see that this may be a little bit too dark, so I'm gonna start lifting a little color. See that I let go all the pinks and make it a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna get the feeling of the translucent of the sky. Now I'm gonna come in over here to give a little bit more indication, a little changes in the center of the painting. I'm just going to take the red color, only the red color, like that. You're going to have this color coming over here, and a little bit over here too. That's alright, that's good. Now a little bit on here, I'm going to have a little bit red color right above this. It's all this, so this looks pretty nice. Now I'm going to just use the water, softly connect this into the surrounding area, and use the corner over here, have this softer connected down over here. You don't have to make everything look soft and trans and have a gradient transition. You can have, sometimes you just have one color and stay there. I'm gonna at the top over here see a little gray color. You can see a little difference. Like I'm gonna have a little red color. You got a little red. Also connect that up here. Just another form on the top. That's good. That the cloud now divided into a smaller shape. That's good. A little bit softer. It's getting more and more dry at the front. Now I'm going to add some dark color by having the blue color and the red color together. You can make some color really dark and a little bit more red. That's good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put the color at the front over here. You don't have to make it exactly look like that reference. You're going to have something a little bit higher, a little bit lower, and it's totally up to you. Like that. Just a little suggestions. Also over here, give it suggestions. Look at some trees, some a town. I'm gonna have a little bit water so that make it not exactly all the same value. Okay, like that. Like that too. That's good. And I'm gonna soften a little bit and some edges so it doesn't look like they're all uniform.